Hey guys, and welcome to Quality Shot. Welcome to this live stream of the men's US Open semi-final encounter between KHACHANOV and Casper RUUD. We have Casper RUUD, the Norwegian, ATP ranked number 7, and Khachanov, the Russian, ATP ranked 31. First time in the semi-final for both players at the US Open, so uncharted territory for both of them, but very much looking forward to this match. I'll go through briefly. Both players run to this stage in the tournament. So Khachanov just came out of a big, massive statement win, really, against Nick Kyrgios, the informed man, in a 5-set battle. But he also beat Carreño Busta, who recently won in Canada. And he also came through Jack Draper, despite Draper having to retire in that match. And on RUUD's side, he got a emphatic win against an out-of-sorts Berrettini in straight sets. He's also beaten Mute and Tommy Paul, and that was a 5-setter. So both players have been through some pretty grueling matches. Arguably RUUD the fresher man, though, with Khachanov playing that 5-setter against Kyrgios compared to quite a relatively easy win for RUUD against Berrettini. But still any man's game to win. RUUD can actually become world number 1, even without winning the title here, as long as Carlos Alcaraz doesn't make it out of his semi-final. RUUD's made the final in Miami and semi-final in Montreal, so starting to build up a bit of a reputation actually on these hard courts. I think traditionally everyone was sort of pointing him as a clay court specialist, which he is, but he's shown that he can mix it up. And of course, he did reach that Roland Garros final. So in terms of who's got that major experience at the clutch moments, you know, RUUD looks like the guy, having been to the Roland Garros final. And it's important to remember he's just 23, but already building up plenty of experience. And Khachanov, at 26-year-old, has a career high ranking of number 8, but he did come second in the Olympic final in Tokyo, but never made it past round 3 in New York. But did win the Paris Masters in 2018 on the hard court, so reason to be optimistic. Head-to-head, there's only been one encounter between the two of them, and RUUD did win that on the clay courts of Rome in 2020, 2-1. But I would not read too much into that, given it was on the clay courts. Interestingly, Khachanov, he does possess a big serve, that's for sure. Second in the tournament of aces, having provided 88 of them, 30 of which came against Kyrgios. I think he pretty much almost managed to match Kyrgios, so mightily impressive. Players just getting their final drinks before getting started. Ido says, I can't watch the match in Israel. I feel for you, Ido. I feel for you. But hopefully you can join us on this watch along and I can somewhat bring it to life. I'll do my best. So we're getting ready for action. Both players in a similar outfits, kind of burgundy themes. RUUD to serve first up. Guys, feel free to let me know your predictions in the comments. How do you see this one panning out? I'm gonna go RUUD in 4. That's my prediction, but really tough one to call. Really tough one to call. Let's get going. We're just soaking in the atmosphere a bit. Here he goes with his first serve. Okay. Taking his time. First serve from RUUD. Hits the net. Second serve. Down the tee. Backhand from Khachanov. Backhand from RUUD. Backhand from Khachanov. Backhand from RUUD again. Backhand down the line is a big one from Khachanov. Can he finish with the forehand? RUUD gets there. Should be a routine smash for Khachanov. And is well played from Khachanov there. Chose to go down the line relatively early in that point. And we have a love 15 scoreline. RUUD's first serve is down the tee, forehand to forehand exchange developing. RUUD's forehand's a bit short there. Khachanov's backhand is decent. Better forehand this time from RUUD. Slice from Khachanov. Cross-court backhand from RUUD. Cross-court backhand from Khachanov. RUUD goes line. Forehand from Khachanov. Slice from Khachanov. Big forehand from RUUD. Slice again on the defense from Khachanov. There's the backhand from RUUD. Drop shot from Khachanov finds the net. So 15 all. Just getting a feel for each other in that point, really. Some powerful hitting from RUUD. Khachanov using the slice to pretty good effect there. But just misses the target with that drop shot. $15 all. RUUD goes down the tee with the serve. Khachanov backhand into the net. Good serve there from RUUD. 30-15. The Norwegian, of course, coming through the Rafa Nadal Academy. Must be part of the reason why he has a massive topspin forehand, a la Rafa. First serve down the body and into the net on the return from Khachanov. So 40-15. Some good serve in early doors from Casper RUUD. Off the back of an impressive win against Berrettini, albeit a Berrettini who was very much under firing. First serve from RUUD is wide. Second serve down the tee. Backhand from Khachanov. Backhand from RUUD. Now backhand from both men. Rally developing on the backhand side of both men. Cross court. And then a powerful backhand from RUUD, which Khachanov can only force wide with a forehand. So a 1-love early lead for Casper. Good, confident first game held there by Casper RUUD. Someone whose service has really improved over time. You know, he's not the tallest guy in comparison to say someone like Khachanov, but he does hit his corners, that's for sure. Lexi says, hello, Ash. Hi, Lexi. Good to see you here. Hoping for a great match. My first two streams were very much enjoyable, but not that close encounters, to be honest. Straight set wins. So I'm hoping for a bit more of a battle. Khachanov ready to serve. Can he add to his tally of 88 aces? Goes out wide with the first serve. RUUD puts it into the net on the return. Confident start there from Khachanov, so 15-love. It says, hey Ash, who are you predicting to win? I'm predicting RUUD in 4. I like both players, but I'm going to go RUUD in 4. Here we are at 15-love. Khachanov. Big ace out wide there. Big ace out wide there. 30-love. Seems most people in the poll are going for RUUD. I mean, yeah, it's a very tough one to call. It is. Oh, in play here. Forehand rally developing here, and then forehand into the net from Khachanov. But yeah, so on the point of prediction, I don't know. I just feel that RUUD probably has the more complete game, and having made a Grand Slam final before, I'll back him. Out wide, but too wide on the first serve from Khachanov here at 30-15. Second serve in play, backhand from RUUD, big forehand from KHACHANOV, backhand again from RUUD, into out again from KHACHANOV, then goes line, but bit wayward, 30 all. All in this second game. RUUD just very solid there. So hard to play through. KHACHANOV, I'm trying to mix it up there, but potentially the wrong call to go so big with that forehand. First serve is long. Second serve is in play. Forehand to forehand cross-court rally developing here. Decent forehand from KHACHANOV, but his second forehand there is a bit wide. So early breakpoint opportunity here for RUUD. Just missing the line there. Casper will be licking his lips already. First serve is wide. Pressure on now. RUUD standing very far back in the court. Backhand return. Backhand cross from KHACHANOV. RUUD goes big down the line and he finds the line. Little fist pump there. Big forehand from RUUD. We know his forehand is a weapon and he's proved it there. And he gets that early break. Everyone, yep, please like and subscribe, peeps. Yep, I'm taking you through this one. And then the main man, Fazan's going to be taking you through Alcaraz Tiafoe. What a match that could be. Here we go, Casper RUUD with the early break. Now back on serve. First serve is long. Hi Batman, where is Robin, the dynamic duo? Am I Batman? Second serve in play. Backhand to backhand rally. Nice shot down the line from KHACHANOV on his backhand wing there, and RUUD can only prod it into the net. So love 15. The dynamic duo. I don't know if he's talking about Fazan and myself, Fazan and Venu. They're a bit more of a dynamic duo, to be honest. I'm the third man. Maybe who else is in Batman? Maybe I'm Catwoman. In play now. KHACHANOV deep backhand. RUUD with backhand of his own. KHACHANOV with the backhand slice from RUUD. Into out forehand from KHACHANOV. Slice again from RUUD. Backhand cross court from KHACHANOV. Backhand cross court from RUUD. Line from KHACHANOV. Forehand down the middle from KHACHANOV. Hooks a forehand nicely. And then onto the backhand is KHACHANOV. Backhand from RUUD. Bit of a rally developing here. RUUD forehand. KHACHANOV forehand. Slice from RUUD. KHACHANOV goes a bit short with the backhand, and RUUD really tried to whip that ball, but finds the net. So love 30. Oof, that was a tiring one to commentate over. Love 30 though here. Pressure on the RUUD serve. Guys, let me know in the comments who you guys want to win. Are you a RUUD fan? Or are you a KHACHANOV fan? Here we go, at love 30. RUUD first serve is big, but KHACHANOV return is a decent one, and then RUUD goes long with the forehand. Forehand letting him down there. So love 40, 3 breakpoint opportunities for the man KHACHANOV. Chance to get right back into this game, into this match. Let's see what RUUD's got in response. Got a lot to do now. Does Casper. First serve is wide. See if KHACHANOV comes in a bit here. Goes for the big return. Forehand is a good one from KHACHANOV, and then RUUD. I think we'll miss it on his forehand, sends it well wide. So a break back from Khachanov. Impressive stuff there. Breaks into love. We will not be happy after getting into that 2-love lead. So 1-2. Good stuff from Khachanov after the early. I think it is interesting though, guys. Don't you think that how it was not too long ago people were kind of writing off RUUD, or certainly just boxing him into the category of clay court player. But he's had a fantastic tournament here, coming through some tough battles, and of course impressing against Berrettini. But he's really shown that he is more of an all-court player than we may have initially thought. And if he can get to this US Open final, which would be his second final this year, you'd feel like he'd fancy his chances a bit more, because of that French Open was obviously against you-know-who. So I think he'll be backing himself a bit more. Is Catwoman a third superhero? Not Marvel. I think she is she's a Batman now. I may be wrong. I'm no expert. So 1-2 here. Khachanov back on serve, the 26-year-old. Let's see what he's got for us. Goes out wide with the first serve. RUUD prods back a forehand return. Then Khachanov hooks a forehand wide. So love 15 here. What does everyone think of the ball boy and ball girl uniforms here at the US Open? I think they're a bit too colourful for my liking. First serve down the tee is beautiful from Khachanov. Another ace to his collection, so 15 all. Just so accurate with that serve there. We are at 15 all. Khachanov down the line with the first serve. RUUD just about gets that return over. Then Khachanov's into the net. RUUD's up with him now, joining him. Here we go. Smashes it. Khachanov does. RUUD there's a lob. Ooh. The lob is long. I don't know what was going on in that point. That was a bit mad. Both of them just prodding these half volleys back at each other. Khachanov does well to get the ball back over after RUUD absolutely smashed a backhand at him. And then RUUD would have liked to have done better with that lob. Fair play from Khachanov. First serve is long. Second serve in play. Forehand from RUUD into outs. Backhand now from RUUD. Backhand from Khachanov. Backhand from RUUD. Bit of a mishit, sails well long, so 40-15. I'm sure Fazan is rooting for Karen. No, Lexi, maybe. He keeps his cards close to his chest, not revealing too much. So 40-15 here. First serve is wide. Second serve, and we are in play. Big forehands from both men. RUUD runs around the forehand, goes line. Beautiful in forehand. That is from RUUD. And we're at 40-30. That forehand is a thing of beauty at times. Bit flatter than sort of his trademark forehand. So landing quite short, but just so much penetration into the court there. Big third though from Khachanov. Can he put away the forehand? Yes, he can. One with an into-in Khachanov with an into-in forehand of his own there, and he seals the deal that game. So we are back to 2-all. Good response here from Khachanov. Already this match it just has the makings of a long one. I don't know. You get that feeling. Getting some long rallies. But we'll see. RUUD now with the first serve. Khachanov, decent return on his forehand. Then gets a backhand in. Back into backhand rally. Before RUUD goes forehand. Khachanov goes forehand. RUUD into-out forehand's a beauty. What a beautiful into-out forehand from Casper that is. Didn't look that easy, but gets a bit short and then just steps onto it perfectly, times it excellently as well. Sends Khachanov way off court. 15-love. RUUD's first serve is out wide and it's a good one. Then he uses that forehand and Khachanov can only slice the ball back into the net. Great forehand again from Casper RUUD. This is trademark. Just dictating the points from the back of the court. It's what he does best. Here we are at 30-love. RUUD net with the first serve. Second serve, and we are in play. Khachanov steps onto it with the backhand. Another backhand from Khachanov, big forehand from RUUD, and it means that Khachanov can only send his backhand wide. 40-love here. Good response from RUUD after being pegged back in this first set. Down the tee from RUUD on the first serve. Very nice. Very nice game, RUUD. We're at 3-2. Who's looking the better player at the moment? I mean, we give the edge to RUUD here. He was looking like he was going to run away with it early doors, but Khachanov pegged him back. But his forehand is looking pretty marvellous at the moment, is Casper RUUD. So I'd give him the edge. But we're on serve, so not going to read too much into it. The scoreline is the most important thing after all. Beautiful slow motion shots of the RUUD forehand in action. Jane says, hey, Lexi. Should. I mean, two very much exciting semi-finals here. Probably the TFO Alcaraz one's going to get a bit more hype. Two very popular players there. But I must say, RUUD and Khachanov are pretty exciting themselves. I'm already enjoying this one. Is the scoreline the most important thing, though? Many philosophers would contest that claim. Well, I'm certainly not a philosopher. But I am a tennis player, albeit not a great one. but I'd still say scoreline above all. First serve from Khachanov is big. Slice from RUUD. Backhand cross from Khachanov. Backhand into the net from RUUD. If I was a philosopher, then maybe I would have something a bit more interesting to say beyond the scoreline being the most important thing, but I guess I'm just a simple man. Forehand out wide from Khachanov is massive. It's all about winning. I second that. Thirty love. First serve is long. Second serve, and we are in play. Forehand from RUUD. Heavy topspin on it. Backhand now from RUUD, but finds the net. That backhand looking a little more suspect than that forehand, that's for sure. Lexi says, Jane, I'm seriously nervous. Don't be nervous, Lexi. Go says, what's winning in a contest when you're going to die anyway? Okay, this is just getting too deep for my small brain. First serve long from Khachanov. Second serve, and we are in play. Deep backhand from RUUD there. Now runs around it onto the forehand. Khachanov down the line with the backhand. RUUD with some great whip on that forehand, but then his next forehand sails wide. So 3-all. 3-all. Good stuff from Khachanov there. Holds to love. So, Ghost, are you saying tennis match, matter of life or death, basically? Or you're saying no, it's not. It's irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. I know. I wonder. Don't tell that to Karen Khachanov and Casper RUUD at the moment. Big serve from Casper. Then with the forehand. Now into the net. Little dink, and the ball bounces twice before Khachanov can make it. Great stuff there from RUUD. Nice touch. 15 love. Maybe Marcus Williams is the greatest tennis player, but we've been distracted by scorelines and title wins and trophies. Yes, we have. Our judgment has been clouded. It's a unique take. First serve, it's the net. I think that was a let. Big serve down the tee from RUUD and Khachanov puts it into the net. I'm saying if tennis had been developed in the backyard of a Japanese Zen monastery, nobody would be stressing the GOAT debate. Can't argue with that. I'm not even into the GOAT debate all that much. In play now, backhand to backhand rally developing. Then he goes backhand line, does Khachanov. Backhand cross now from Khachanov. Can he put away the smash? You bet he can. You bet he can. 30-15. Confidently dealt with that smash to Khachanov. RUUD into the net with the first serve. Second serve, big forehand response from Khachanov, and now he's into the net and he punishes another forehand. 30-all. Applause from his team. Fist pump from the man. Great power. Yeah, it's a dumb debate. Everybody knows it's Marcus Williams. RUUD, first serve is long. I always thought it was Mansour Barami personally, but each to their own. In play now, forehand from Khachanov. Big backhand from RUUD. Now RUUD, the forehand, finds the net. So break point opportunity here for Karen. Quite an unfortunate first name, given the connotations of the name Karen in our society currently. First serve from RUUD is long. So second serve for Khachanov to have a look at here. Gets his return in on the backhand. RUUD then with a backhand, but it's wide. So Khachanov breaks for 4-3. Interesting turn of events here. Did not necessarily see that coming. Barami, yes, he's a much better goat, especially with that beautiful moustache. Let's go with him. It's decided. We've settled it. We've settled the goat debate. His moustache just sets him apart from the rest. Khachanov, indeed. Never has an emoji been more accurate. Lexi says, damn it. Haha. Khachanov just slowly going about his business. Sorry, I'm just going to go watch this match live. I'll be back. Fair enough. Fair enough. I would have a watch of this if I could as well. So here at 4-3 Khachanov. Had a pretty tough run to this stage, hasn't he? With Kyrgios, PCB, Jack Draper, who's looking really good and was looking really good in their match until he had to retire. So no denying he deserves to be where he is. Not had an easy run. Big first serve from Khachanov, comes in with the volley, but it's long. Should have done a bit better there with the volley. It's not his strong suit though, is it? When he winces, can't really believe he missed that, can he? Big first serve though there. Now follows up with a backhand. RUUD's backhand is well wide. Good response from Khachanov. Is it strange that Khachanov outlasted Median Rublev? I've always ranked him about 3 on that list of Russian gunslingers. Going to have to recalculate. I mean, I've always ranked him third as well. I think a lot of us would have. Medvedev and Rublev sort of the two main front runners of the Russian contingent. For serve is wide from Khachanov. But yeah, I feel like Khachanov's a bit somewhat the forgotten man, really, out of the Russian players. But he's making a bit of a name for himself here. We're in play now. Deep return from RUUD. Well back. Beyond the baseline. Forehand from both players. Forehand from Khachanov. Big down the line. RUUD does get there, though. There's decent depth on it. Swats a forehand as Khachanov. Now he goes line with the forehand as Khachanov. RUUD slices into up forehand from Khachanov. Another slice from RUUD. Down the line from Khachanov. And then hits one. Absolutely frames one long. So 15-30. Jack Draper's got a bright future. Very excited for that kid. I'm super excited. I mean, as a Brit, obviously, always exciting. But I remember seeing him play Djokovic at Wimbledon. He took the first set. And then he's just, hey, he looks like he's got a great game. Looks quite mature for his age as well. So picking up some big wins against good players as well, being Auger Aliassime this tournament, amongst others. Forehand is long from Khachanov. Big serve from Khachanov. Forehand from RUUD. Backhand from Khachanov. Backhand from RUUD. Backhand down the line from Khachanov, but it is too long. And we are at 15. 42 break points. My stream has just lagged. Let me see if I can get myself back on. We're back. First serve is let. In play now. And Khachanov volley at the net. Oh, misses an easy volley, and there's another break. Trading breaks here. 4-all. Sorry guys, my stream's having a couple issues, but yeah, that was a really poor volley from Khachanov. I know I just said it wasn't his strong suit, but cannot be missing those. RUUD will be wondering how on earth is he won that point. Just didn't seem to set himself there. Did not shape his body right. Frustration. We are back at love 15 on the RUUD serve. Big serve out wide from RUUD. But it's a bit too big. First serve down the tee from RUUD, steps in with the forehand, but goes wide with the forehand. Pretty disappointing there, love 30. If OJ won the USO, then the future of the 5th Grand Slam should be in Morocco with fine sands of Sahara Desert. Yes, you can replay clay court with fine sand. I actually talked about this yesterday. I mean, 5th Slam in Morocco, I'm there for it. Traditions, I'm not sure I'll be happy, but I think that'd be pretty cool. Into the net on the return. He's not happy with that Khachanov. So 15-30. James says it'll be okay, Lexi. Kyrgios beat Medi Ghost. RUUD. Big serve out wide. Too big. Small screen problems right here. I think you might be joking about 100% in support of putting a 5th set in the non-Western world. Big ace. 30-all. More like it on the serve from RUUD. And Khachanov beat Kyrgios. Lots of breaks early. That's pretty much the summary of this match so far. Indeed, many a break. Here RUUD goes with the first serve, pushes Khachanov well off the court. Now he follows up with a forehand. Khachanov prods it back. RUUD forehand. Does he make it? I don't think he's meant. I think he's gone wide with it. Ooh, Casper. 30-40. And guess what, guys? It's a break point. Haven't seen many of those this match. Why are there two masters before the Open back-to-back? That seems dumb. Yeah, actually it does. It does seem dumb. Spread them out. They should do a slam in South America. That would be cool as well. RUUD, serve, down the line. Hits the net, KHACHANOV. Well done, RUUD. Back to deuce. Agreed, Jane. The hardcore season kind of bottlenecks there. Yes, Buenos Aires, maybe Rio. Deuce. Play now. RUUD. Good whip from a forehand. Forehand line. KHACHANOV, forehand down the middle. RUUD forehand sends KHACHANOV a bit wider in the court. KHACHANOV steps onto his backhand. RUUD with his own backhand. KHACHANOV forehand. RUUD forehand. KHACHANOV line with the forehand, but well long. So advantage RUUD. If he can get out of this game, he'll be mightily relieved. Def in Argentina. Traditionalists are never happy. That is true. You cannot please the traditionalists. Yeah, Jane, that's why in Cincinnati the people did well in Canada went out early. I'd love a slam in Asia or Africa. It's got to happen. RUUD down the tee. Misses. Without the net. Get the net. I hate the post-US Open letdown. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Second serve, RUUD. Backhand from KHACHANOV, backhand from RUUD. Backhand down the line from KHACHANOV. Forehand out wide from RUUD. Down the line now from RUUD. KHACHANOV slices RUUD at the net. Puts it away. 5-4 RUUD. Big hold. Big hold there. Pressure now on KHACHANOV. RUUD showing KHACHANOV how to put away the ball at the net. Laver Cup is coming. I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that. I wish I could go. Sadly, I can't, but Big Four all playing together. I think that's definitely going to help the as Jane said, the post-US Open letdown. That should ease some of the pain. They're also missing a 1000 this year. They replaced it with a couple smaller tournaments. Oh yeah, that is true. ATP Tour Finals, Jane, don't worry. Also show some love, like the vid and subscribe if you're new. All tips go to... Yes, guys, please do like and subscribe to Quality Shot. If you're enjoying the stream, if you're enjoying the content that Quality Shot are delivering you all US Open. I know certainly Fazan's waking up at strange hours, filming when the rest of the country sleeps. So show him some love. OMG, did he hold? Amazing. Yeah, I forgot what a hold was, to be honest. It'll be good to see Roger on the court. Yeah, that's for sure. Been long overdue. Always fun to see Roger and Nadal on the same court. Why isn't Wawrinka part of the Big Four? He's got many slam titles as Andy. Okay, so yes, that's a little debate that people I feel like have started having. I think it's an interesting one, isn't it? I'll have to think about that one and come back to you. Ghost says, I've liked and I've subscribed. You are the man, Ghost, or the woman. Tell me, who? Let me know. Man or woman? But thank you. KHACHANOV. Serve is out. In play now. KHACHANOV backhand, RUUD backhand. KHACHANOV forehand. Very unorthodox technique, isn't it? KHACHANOV. It's definitely not a look at his forehand. And then he absolutely sprays a forehand one. It's a commentator's curse from me. Funny the debate for 5th Grand Slam picked up by mainstream BBC. Quality Shot Tennis 15 Hours of Fame. Good to see Mirka in the stands. That's Federer's wife, right? Love 15. First serve in. Forehand from Khachanov. Slice from RUUD. Good depth on that slice, isn't it? And he goes again with the slice. Khachanov cuts across the ball and RUUD hits the net. Fist pump and a come on from Khachanov. He knows how important that point was. Because Stan wasn't consistent in other events around the slams. Wasn't world number one and didn't win 2 Olympic golds. He had 3 incredible fortnights, which meant 3 slams. All I'm hearing are facts. Big serve, another fist pump, big serve from Khachanov down the tee. When he needed it most, serves delivering for him. 4th ace of the match. Stan even admits himself that Andy was part of the Big Four, but that he himself didn't deserve to be, as he wasn't as consistent. That is true. Andy did have a very consistent run. Big serve out wide from Khachanov. Can he put away the forehand volley? Takes it as a drive volley and another fist bump. This is some big play from Khachanov here. So we're at 40-15. I'm very sweet and sensitive. Maternal instincts for days. First serve into the net. Khachanov's wife is adorable. They are adorable together. Forehand into the body from Khachanov. RUUD forehand, big forehand. Backhand from Khachanov. Forehand from Khachanov. RUUD slice. Forehand again from Khachanov down the line. No chance for RUUD. Game. Khachanov 5-all. That was impressive from Khachanov. Not an easy hole by any means at 5-4 down. So done super well there. That's one of the things I like about it. I see you mentioned Khachanov's wife's there, Jane. I think that's one of the nice things about tennis, right? Is you actually get to somewhat know, and you get to see people like sportsmen and women's families. Can't think of too many other sports where you really get those same scenarios. So it's an underrated thing about tennis. I think you really see the team effort that goes into the individual. Big serve from RUUD there, 15 love. 123 mile an hour ace. Quality shot, good points. Oh yeah, they were very good shots. Very good points. $15 love hit. RUUD. First serve is out. Don't listen to Ghost. He's a lecherous degenerate. Now we're in play. And Khachanov just swats away a backhand return. Says, thank you very much, Casper. I'll have that. Also, Andy recently beat Stan in a tight one. RUUD first serve sends Khachanov way off the court and then puts away a backhand beautifully. Nicely done, Casper. Nicely done. 30-15. Tiebreaker coming. I'm giving Khachanov the edge. Or remember that, Ghost. Are you a visionary? RUUD. First serve. Big forehand as well to back it up. 40-15. Go fund me 5th Grand Slam in Morocco to be invested. Don't accept bitcoins. It was more of a battle of the physios in Cincy. RUUD. Big serve. But too big. And in play, Khachanov just absolutely smacks a forehand, but it's long. So RUUD holds 6-5. Trust of Jenna with a heart gold. 6-5, ladies and gentlemen. If you're enjoying this stream, please like, comment, and subscribe. Topsy-turvy battle here on Arthur Ashe so far between Casper RUUD and Karen Khachanov. The Russian ATP ranked 31 versus the Norwegian ATP ranked 7. The Norwegian who can go to the world #1 he guarantee it if he wins the title here. At just the age of 23. Wow. Just examining his racket. Taking those deep breaths. Ensuring he is primed and ready for this next game. I should probably better off not reading out most of our chat. Noted. Some of the stuff you guys are coming out with though is too good not to read out. The people have to know. Okay, here we are. Khachanov at 5-6 down. First serve is in. RUUD does get it back, and then Khachanov sends him the other way with the backhand down the line. Very nice, very nice. Anyone know why on the Nike tops, right? They've got this weird sort of like square collar. Not sure I'm a fan of that. What do you guys think? Or first serve into the net. Here we're up 15-love. Yeah, that square. Not a fan. Second serve in. RUUD so far back in the court and then hits his return long. So 30-love Khachanov, good start for him. Positive stuff from Khachanov. Big first serve. RUUD prods back his return. Then with the backhand is Khachanov. Cross court forehand Khachanov. Now both players forehands down the middle of the court. RUUD backhand. Khachanov backhand line. RUUD forehand. Khachanov just smashes away a forehand. Beautiful forehand. Another thing of beauty. Warm applause from his team. Love that forehand there. Great backhand down the line to set it up. Forces a much slower paced ball from RUUD and then bang. See you later. 40-love. Khachanov serves wide. Now we're in play. Slice from RUUD. Backhand from Khachanov. Slice from RUUD again, but well short and lands at the net. Good, solid hole from Khachanov, and we are in a tie break. As Joe said, he gave the edge to Khachanov. Everyone else, what do you think? Who's winning this tiebreaker? I'm a back Khachanov here as well. Playing some great stuff. RUUD doesn't look to be unnerved, but I don't know. Liking Khachanov at the moment. We shall see. RUUD, first serve, net. Second serve in play. Backhand to backhand rally developing here. Khachanov goes line with the backhand, but it's long. Khachanov is the one trying to go line with the backhand more than RUUD, that's for sure. And he's been nailing a couple of them, but that That one hit the net and goes long. Khachanov on serve here. Serve down the tee. Forehand from Khachanov. RUUD with the backhand. Khachanov steps onto it, but hits the net with the forehand. He would have wanted to do much better there. So love to Khachanov down already. First serve, huge, big response there from Khachanov. So 1-2, needed that. RUUD to serve. Serve and play. Comes in, forehand. Is a beauty. Is an absolute beauty. 3-1. Sent Khachanov well off court with that forehand. Have you seen the square pink neck and maroon tank top they put Carlos in? Steven said it looked like an apron. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. RUUD's kick serve is a decent one. Forehand into the net from Khachanov. So 4-1 lead for RUUD here. Looking pretty good. Pink should be used sparingly in most things. I don't know. Rafa seems to make it work every time. Now will be a good time for RUUD to find his aces. Khachanov needs a couple of them at the moment. Serve from Khachanov is a good one. Big, big first serve. So we are at 2-4 at the changeover. We've got a 7-4 RUUD prediction for this tie break. Ghost, we did put up the serve stats. I don't know if you got a chance to see. So I hope you did. Bit of support for Karen from Jane. Come on, Karen. Oh, wild toss, but steps in. Oh, there, my stream's frozen. But point to Khachanov. I didn't see what happened. Sorry, guys. I should catch a replay here, actually. Oh, drive volley. Oh, awesome technique. Forehand and lets out a real raw there. He knows how important that point was. Serve down the tee from RUUD is a good one. So 5-3. In this first set tiebreak. RUUD first serve, big. Comes in, forehand. Khachanov makes it. RUUD, volley. Can Khachanov make it? Yes, he can. You bet he can. Forehand, straight at RUUD. Now he lobs. RUUD backhand, smash. Wow. I don't know whether to say that's brilliant from RUUD or poor from Khachanov. He must have felt like he should have won that point there, Karen. But RUUD with a beautiful backhand smash, which is never easy. Just when they are both at the net, it does seem RUUD just has just a wider variety, the bigger arsenal, the greater the number of tools to come up with the goods. Big serve from Khachanov, and RUUD finds the net. So 4-6, set point. So from Khachanov, RUUD finds the net. So Casper's going to have to see it out himself. 6-5. We'll get to some of these comments ASAP, guys. One down the tee from RUUD is wide. What's he got for us? In play now, backhand from Khachanov, backhand from RUUD, forehand cross from Khachanov, backhand from RUUD, another forehand cross from Khachanov, backhand from Khachanov, RUUD steps onto the forehand, Khachanov with another backhand, trading blows here this rally, Khachanov down the line with the backhand as he's gone for before, now forehand to forehand, decent forehand from RUUD, another decent one, Khachanov a bit further back now but makes his way in a bit closer to the baseline. This is a bit of a long rally developing here. Forehand to forehand once again. Short ball from RUUD, but Khachanov doesn't do too much with the backhand. Another backhand from both players. RUUD goes forehand. Khachanov forehand. RUUD forehand. Backhand from Khachanov. Backhand from RUUD. Backhand from Khachanov. Backhand from RUUD. Backhand from Khachanov. It's a backhand fest, people. Slice from RUUD. Backhands again, aplenty. RUUD goes line, short forehand from Khachanov. Short hand from RUUD to get some depth on it, does Khachanov. Now he goes forehand. RUUD goes backhand. Khachanov backhand, slice from RUUD. When is this going to end? You tell me, people. Backhand to backhand again. RUUD goes line, big backhand. Khachanov hits the net. What a rally and what a way to win the first set. The crowd rises. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. How many rallies? How many shots in that rally was that? Almost lost my voice during that. That was unreal. So Casper RUUD takes the first set, and what a first set that was, guys. Topsy-turvy as they come. And superb rally there to finish. Stats up on screen, guys, if you want to see those first set stats. Rafa could wear anything. His fan base would love it. I do like RUUD's kit. Goes not a stat head, but numbers are occasionally instructive. We have provided you with the numbers, my friend. Love to see Khachanov smile on court. Looks like a Californian cryptocurrency guy lives in a van and serves 5 days a week. That's the life. Who doesn't love a backhand fest? It's like they're playing chicken. Wow, great rally indeed. Just have another look at that backhand. Oh no, Karen. Oh no, indeed. Played a good set there, Karen, but just not done enough to get over the line. RUUD just okay, Karen. Khachanov, that is exactly what he did. Khachanov is Liam Hemsworth who can play elite tennis. So we've got cryptocurrency guy who serves 5 times a week. We've got Liam Hemsworth. I'm seeing that as well. And he's called Karen to top it off. Unforced errors equal. And that's representative of how close that first set was. Got this kind of air about him, like he's about to crack open a beer and go mow the lawn. I don't know what you mean, but at the same time, I know exactly what you mean. That is the vibe he's given off. All right. Some good comments, guys. We're now entering the second set. Khachanov, first serve is wide. Second serve in play. Field forehand from RUUD, backhand from Khachanov is long, so love 15. Really does look like Liam Hemsworth weird. Could be doppelgangers. What other tennis player doppelgangers are there, guys? Which players look like other celebrities? Let me know. Ghost and Jane doing their thing again. Big serve from Khachanov. Big forehand as well. RUUD slice. Khachanov backhand. RUUD backhand. Gorka backhand. Khachanov. RUUD at the net. Khachanov whips it, but whips it wide. Going for that banana. But a love 30 lead now for RUUD. Really wanted to make that forehand. Banana shot would have been a thing of beauty. Karen, serve down the tee, but long. Oh, it's a net with the second serve, so 3 break points for Casper RUUD early doors in this second set. I just wonder the psychological blow that was losing that first set. I wonder if it's got to Karen because he faces 3 break points now early doors in the second. Big serve though from Karen. Now he's the net. Volley's on the backhand. RUUD lobs, but it's just long. Oh, I think RUUD he gesticulated as if he'd won that point, but it's got long. So 15-40, save 1. Can he save 2 more? That's the question. Karen, good serve. RUUD gets depth on that return though. Decent forehand from both men here. Cross-court exchange. Forehand slice from Karen. RUUD goes into in. Probably the wrong decision there, and it's 30-40. Into forehand goes wide. Should have gone into out there, I think. So guy looks like Novak in the crowd. Or Novak's trim. Khachanov. Have a break point here. Serve down the tee. Clutch under pressure from Khachanov. Deuce. Wow. What a recovery. This guy just seems to have the minerals. Khachanov serves out wide. In play now. Forehand from Khachanov down the line is a good one. Now he is pegged back by a lob. On the smash. RUUD makes it. Khachanov now forehand cross beauty. Absolute beauty, but decent get from RUUD. Can he cover on the back end? He does make it, and should be an easy put away from Khachanov, and it is. It is. It's a big, powerful hit from Khachanov there. And this time he does the job at the net. So advantage Khachanov from love 40 down. Rublev looks like Fred and George Weasley. I see that. Could easily be fitting as a member of the Weasley family. Khachanov out wide with the first serve. It's a good one. Now forehand, and now a slice from RUUD. Forehand again from Khachanov. Now he's at the net. Volleys well. Good stuff from Khachanov as he saves those break points and comes back to take that opening game. Good stuff, Karen. Good stuff. One love. Showing the right mentality is Karen HACHANOV. Rublev looks like such. That one is less believable. RUUD to serve. Now wide with the first serve. We're in play now. Big forehand from RUUD. KHACHANOV makes it. RUUD with the smash. Banishes it. 15 love. First serve. Wide from RUUD. Some stylish people in that crowd. Wow. Into the net from RUUD on the first serve. Now in play on the second serve. HACHANOV slice. RUUD drop shot. HACHANOV in. Good speed actually. RUUD should put that weight down the line. Nice backhand from RUUD. Nicely done. Animal from the Muppets. Yeah, that's it. I don't know if Jane's here. Jane's on a work call. In play. It's that point for love. That was another ace from Casper, third of the match. At 40 love here. Oh, superb serve down the tee is another ace. Back-to-back aces for Casper RUUD, so he sees that game out, and we are at 1-all in this second set. One all. Guys, what do we think? What do you think the second set? Which way is it going to go? In play now on HACHANOV's serve. But he goes long, so RUUD takes that first point. Love 15. The quarter, semis, and finals of any slam always has the stylish folks in the stands. They're the only ones who can afford those tickets. Big facts. Big facts. People come dripped out. HACHANOV serve into the body of RUUD. Forehand from HACHANOV. Forehand now from RUUD across the court. Forehand down the middle from HACHANOV. RUUD a bit more power on his forehand. Goes line. Backhand HACHANOV slice from RUUD drop shot. RUUD lobs. Oh, he's made it. Has he made that? Oh, that's unreal. That is unreal, Casper RUUD. That is perfection. Look at that. Nice little drop shot. But HACHANOV makes it with interest. And from way back, RUUD just finds the corner. Wow. That is amazing technique there from RUUD. On his back foot. Guides it. And it's just, oh, it's a beauty. Khachanov, great serve, great serve, great serve. 15-30. Needed that. Big fist pump. $15-30. Khachanov first serve. Comes in with the forehand, but sails long. Oh, Karen, what have you done? 15-40, and it's another couple of break points here for Casper RUUD. Can't be missing those, Karen. 15-40. Can RUUD take these break points now? We're in play. Khachanov again steps in on the forehand, but again finds the net, makes that error on a relatively easy forehand. And this time, RUUD gets the job done. So a break of serve here. 2-1 Casper RUUD. Couple of errors there from Khachanov, really let him down. And RUUD gets that break. Although if this match is anything to go by, it won't be the last break. Sorry to hear about Queen Elizabeth. Condolences. Yeah, it's been a strange couple of days here, that's for sure. Everywhere feels a lot more quiet than usual. She's been such a constant in our lives, so yeah, it's very strange to imagine life without her, actually. But amazing to see all the tributes that are coming in for her. Actually, needs to take this error. It's going to be tragic. Yeah, it will be tragic. Just needs to cut out those mistakes. Exactly, sloppy. Just needs to cut them out. Lexi must be happy. I'm sure Lexi's buzzing. Just Casper's threatening to run away with this. Let's see what Karen's got in response. Guys, any of you travelled around to tennis tournaments? If you've been to the Grand Slams, which is your favourite Grand Slam? And even if you haven't actually been there, which slam is your favourite in general? I'm a bit biased because I only live down the road from Wimbledon. But let me know, guys. Do you have a favourite? And why? RUUD to serve. Big serve out wide. Khachanov does make it. RUUD backhand down the line. Sends it back where it came from. Thank you, good night. 15-love. Really hitting the spot on the serves. And coming and putting it away, unlike Khachanov in that previous game. Now RUUD serves down the tee. Khachanov makes it back. RUUD comes in again. Forehand not as good this time. Khachanov lob. RUUD makes a smash. Khachanov makes it. Ooh, nearly makes it on the forehand, but finds the net. That would have been some shot, to be fair. Goes been to Australian Open and US Open, so can't judge Wimby and French Open. So you've done the hard court, done the rounds at the hard court majors. Which is better out of Australia and the US? Serve out wide from RUUD, and Khachanov finds the net on the return. So 40-love here. Khachanov isn't weak mentality. He's going to come back. I agree. He does not have a weak mentality. Can he come back? RUUD into the net on the first serve. Second serve. RUUD in play. And Khachanov goes long with the backhand. So game RUUD, comfortable hold for him. And it is 3-1. Jane's only been to the US Open, likes watching French Open the best. I'll probably say French is my second favourite. And Ghost says this is pretty much how the first set went, 3-1 to RUUD. Yep, we're seeing a bit of a pattern here. Khachanov came back in that set. Can he come back in this set? Here he goes with the forehand. RUUD with the forehand of his own. Khachanov hits the net with his forehand, doesn't drop over. And it's love 15. His camp looking more pensive than they were a few minutes ago. Khachanov serve down the tee. It is long. And his second serve hits the net. Double fault. Couple double faults creeping into the Khachanov game. So it's love 30 here. Not going to plan this set at the moment for Karen. Crucial point here. At love 30 down. First serve is better. RUUD, forehand, line, and then Khachanov slaps it into the net. Love 40 again. We've been here before, ladies and gentlemen. And now he's playing catch up once again. Not messing about, he's going straight to serve, and he misses. Pressure on the second serve. In play. Backhand to backhand rally. Cross court. Maintaining the backhands cross court, both players. Line from RUUD. Beautiful winner down the line on the backhand from RUUD, and it's 4-1. RUUD was the one who took the gamble going down the line, and it paid off big time. Damn, I don't know. US had better energy and food, but Melbourne is great weather and nice grounds. It's a toss-up. See, I prioritize the energy and the food as well, of course. As a Brit, great weather, don't know what that is, so don't prioritize that. That's awesome. You got to go out to the Australian Open. Pretty cool. Kind of accidental, really, but good experience. How was it accidental, Ghost? Guys, if you're enjoying this stream, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to Quality Shot. If you're enjoying the coverage of this US Open 2022, trying to get as many live streams out as possible for you guys. Another look at that beautiful backhand down the line from RUUD. And he's raced into a 4-1 lead here in under 20 minutes. A more routine set so far than the previous one for Casper RUUD. Just and I'm planning a trip to the start 250 next year. Because it looks so beautiful. I'm gonna look that up actually. I've not seen that. Here at 4-1, RUUD serving. Down the line, down the tee stroke with the serve. Forehand from Khachanov, forehand from RUUD. Cross court rally here on both players' forehand. And then Khachanov sends one long. So it does seem that when they are getting into these longer rallies, that RUUD is much more comfortable engaging in the longer rallies. So KHACHANOV needs to come up with some answers, really, if he's going to get back into this match. RUUD serves. I think that clipped the net, which I think is a let. The serve is long. Serve in play. Forehand from RUUD. Forehand lied. That was unbelievable. KHACHANOV letting out his frustrations to his team, but how's RUUD made that forehand? His body weight was going completely the other way. Showing levels. Casper RUUD. 30 love. Into the body with the first serve, and KHACHANOV can only put the backhand return into the tram line. So 40 love here, and chance to go 5-1 up. Down the tee with the first serve. Then goes forehand winner, 5-1. Take a bow, Casper RUUD. Just looking comfortable out there. Sunset in New York. It's absolutely beautiful. KHACHANOV, good first serve, and he goes 15 love up. Fighting now to stay in this second set. Goes long with the first serve. Second serve goes wide, I think, and that's a third double fault. Compared to RUUD 0, not what you want at this stage, or any stage. This is running away from KHACHANOV. I fear the same. Needs to just get a foothold in this match again. He did have one, but he let it slip. Big first serve now on the forehand. RUUD on the run. KHACHANOV volleys. Nicely done. 30-15. Not an easy volley there. Nicely scooped it up. No chance for RUUD. 30-15. All my favourite players out. Karen is my last hope. Who are your other favourite players, Jane? Let me know. On the tee, first serve, is long. Second serve in play. Forehand from KHACHANOV hits the net. Sloppy forehand. Your last hope to Liam Hemsworth / crypto surfer dude / guy who is always looking like he's going to crack open a beer is your only hope. 30 all. Out wide with the serve. Now on the forehand. Backhand from RUUD's a decent one. Now he goes drop shot. KHACHANOV makes it with ease though and places his forehand to perfection. So 40-30. Poor drop shot there from RUUD. I was just going to say KHACHANOV's not getting much depth on his forehand at all compared to RUUD. But a bit of a mistake there from RUUD, and KHACHANOV does punish it. So it needs to hold here. RUUD returns the serve. KHACHANOV forehand. RUUD superb backhand. Again, very much reminiscent of his backhand that won him the set point in the first set. Just Open stance, bang. It's amazing how the open stance backhand, it's no longer just a defensive shot. People really can attack from it. And that was special from Casper RUUD. Trading blows on the forehand here at deuce. But RUUD finds the net, so game point to KHACHANOV. Well, there's Ons. Ons, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like she's everyone's favorite. I may be wrong, but I'm a fan. KHACHANOV hits the net. First serve. And sends RUUD the wrong way with that serve. So Karen holds that 5-2. I think the Twitterati need to sort of chatting about RUUD being a number one. He's a goddamn good player. Goddamn player, and has clearly earned his spot. Yeah, I agree. James' favorite player is Davidovich Fokina. Speaking of doppelgangers, I've got a mate at my club actually looks scarily like Fokina. So that is his new nickname. Cilic, Fokina, Rublev, PCB. Christopher and Schwartzman too, but I never thought that. I love Schwartzman. What a guy. Representing for all the short people out there. I blame Nadal for the widespread adoption of the open stance anything. Open stance anything. Off the court, on the court. How do you not like Bond? It's not possible. Exactly. I agree. Super likable tennis player. They're blaming RUUD for Wimbledon points debacle. Should blame RUUD for the weather at the moment in England. Shambolic. It's all your fault, Casper. So here we are, guys, with Casper RUUD trying to serve out this second set. 5-2 up in this men's singles semi-final on Arthur Ashe. First serve. Bang. Ace. Out wide. Lovely stuff from Casper RUUD. Guys who lost money at Wimby don't like her. That's true there. They're the only ones. Serve down the tee from RUUD's a good one. Now he steps in and puts away a routine forehand. So he's gone 30 love up here already. That sounds like their problem. Yeah, that is their problem. It's not On's problem. Not anyone else's problem. I like Osaka Starlight. I hope she gets her career back soon. Yeah, that'd be awesome to see. I miss her. Good serve from RUUD. KHACHANOV forehand. RUUD forehand. KHACHANOV down the line with his forehand, but long. So that opens up 3 set points here for Casper RUUD. And in just over half an hour, he may have closed out this second set. First serve is long. Second serve. In play. Backhand from KHACHANOV. Backhand from RUUD. KHACHANOV on the forehand. Again, a bit short. RUUD with the backhand. RUUD goes line with the backhand. Forehand now from RUUD. Forehand slice from KHACHANOV. Forehand again from RUUD. Nice width and depth, and Khachanov can only send his forehand well long. So there's 6-2 Casper RUUD, and he has got a 2-set lead in this US Open semi-final. Brilliant stuff from Casper RUUD. Khachanov will not be happy with how he's done that second set. Because there were signs in this first set, they've really shown us what he can do. But Casper RUUD is looking very comfy out there. Too good, says Jane. Yep, just too good. First serve is 100%. Second serve is 100%. Net points won 5 out of 5. Total points won 30 to 11. One-way traffic. One-way traffic. And there is always a lot of talk about RUUD's forehand. And rightly so, I think, at times. But his backhand today, I've been mildly impressed with as well. It's really allowed him to take ownership of the rally and the point, and it sometimes does set him up for that forehand, which he lassos round. Fist pumps all round from his camp. Stats up for you guys to see if you'd like to take a look. So the Norwegian has taken that 2-set lead, and Khachanov has got a lot of work to do. He's going to have to take it all the way if he wants to find himself in a US Open final. RUUD, 1 set away from reaching his second major final of the year. Had some good results going into this US Open at Miami and in Montreal. And he's just gone from strength to strength this tournament. Played Carl Edmund actually early on, if I recall correctly. Used to love watching his forehand. Here we go, 3rd set underway. Khachanov serves in play. RUUD forehand, Khachanov forehand. RUUD steps in for the forehand. And again, Khachanov slice, gets some good depth on it. RUUD forehand, Khachanov forehand cross court. RUUD goes to the middle of his forehand. Slice from RUUD. Khachanov steps in with the backhand, great backhand. RUUD does get it back. Khachanov now forehand at the net. Oh, passed superbly from Casper RUUD. Khachanov will be thinking, how on earth have I lost that point? But RUUD just grafting at the back of the court. Great face. And then that backhand that I was talking about. It's been on form today, that's for sure. Sends Khachanov the wrong way. And he can only be a mere passenger observing that ball fly past him. First serve is out here at love 15 in this opening game of the 3rd set. Second serve is in. RUUD forehand, Khachanov backhand. RUUD backhand cross. Khachanov backhand cross. RUUD tries to go line with the backhand, and who would blame him? But he finds the net. Okay, Karen, you're up against the wall now, buddy. Yeah, it's he's up against a Norwegian wall as well. Khachanov here at 15-all. Serve down the tee's a good one. Now he steps in, forehand down the line. Big point there from Khachanov. Nicely done. Call me a homer or whatever. I also really like Khachanov. His forehand is amazing. Some of his forehands unreal. Net play ideal. Yep. Some of the volleys he produces. Does stuff I didn't think were possible in a tennis court. Khachanov steps in after a good serve. At the net, closes nicely, and a big fist pump there. Big roar from Khachanov. He knows how important it is to get up in this set early on. He's always been chasing this match, but if he can get that lead, who knows what could happen. Great volley. Great volley. 40-15 now. First serve, I think it's long. Second serve in. Forehand to forehand. Forehand line from Khachanov. Great forehand down the line. This is much more like it from Karen Khachanov. What a great game from him. Applause from his team. And he takes that lead. Could be crucial. I think after what Nadal did to his backhand at the French Open, he must have made it a priority. Yeah, definitely. Seems that way. Nadal absolutely exposed it, but been really impressed with his backhand. RUUD much better than that, and Khachanov appears to have earned a lot more unforced errors. That kind of jumped out at me. Yeah, RUUD just clinical at the net. Khachanov a bit uneasy. I mean, that game a lot better, but yeah, just not as consistent. You feel much more confident when RUUD's approaching. That second set was 33 minutes. Yep, it was a brisk one. Here we go, RUUD to serve. First serve hits the net. Wow, there you go, Karen. Good start. There you go, Karen. Come on, lad. Good serve from RUUD. Backhand lands in from Khachanov. Into out forehand from RUUD. Down the line, and he's done it again with that in forehand. Just opens up the court with the into out, and then again, it looks like his body weight's making that quite a difficult shot, but makes it look easy, actually. You think it much easier to hit a backhand there, but he's so comfortable on that forehand. Big serve to back that up, and I think it's a thumbs up from Khachanov. So, fairly love here from RUUD, showing no signs of faltering. Sixth ace of the match. RUUD first serve hits the net. I just want it to be competitive. Me too. Is that all a man can ask? Down the tee from RUUD. Forehand from both men. RUUD goes down the line with the forehand. Khachanov loops it up. Should be a routine put away for RUUD. Khachanov makes it. Unbelievable, but he won't make that one. So, 40 love RUUD. Good fighting though from Khachanov, but RUUD looking impregnable. Thank you, Jane. Down the line with the serve. Backhand to backhand exchange. And then that same forehand into in. We've seen it before. We will see it again. A little shake of the head from Khachanov, just to say, fair play, mate. You're pretty decent at this tennis thing. Just so clean with that forehand. The gods hate me. I've been called into a meeting. Hush. Life's not fair. Great serve from Khachanov. 15 love. 10th ace from Karen. First serve down the tee from Khachanov. Steps in on the forehand. RUUD looks for the pass, but it's not a good one. And Khachanov puts away the volley. Okay, so it's a better volleying here from Khachanov. Off the back of a good approach. Would have backed Ruud with the pass there, but Khachanov is a big presence at the net. I think the court looks a lot smaller when he's at the net. Suddenly your targets are much finer. Out wide with the serve, then onto the forehand. Ruud backhand, great backhand cross court, but yeah, I think that's gone long. Beautifully set up that backhand, but just a whisker long. So 40 love. Khachanov. Bit more comfortable on the serve so far this set. Steps in again, but then dinks a half volley into the net, just trying to scoop it over. So 40-15, but nice and aggressive from Khachanov. Don't necessarily mind that. Khachanov first serve. In play. Steps in on the forehand. I should have stepped in a bit further there, but maybe feeling a bit tentative. But it doesn't matter because his next forehand, he swats away down the line, fist pumps all round, and he takes that game. So better stuff from Khachanov on serve this set, and he takes that 2-1 lead. Whatever the outcome, I think Khachanov has to be proud of his US Open. Absolutely has to be proud of his US Open run. A lot of huge positives to take. Going so far in this tournament and beating the likes of Nick Kyrgios, who is really the talk of the tennis world arguably at the moment. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it seems like a lot of people who aren't necessarily into tennis have been following Kyrgios. But he was successfully toppled by Khachanov. So yeah, absolutely a lot of positives to take for him regardless. Guys, if you are enjoying this stream, just a reminder to please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It really is appreciated. And let me know in the comments your thoughts on how you see this set panning out. Is it going to be another comfy one for Casper? Or is Karen going to have something to say about that? I'm just going to take us a little bit further in this contest. RUUD. First serve hits the net. Second serve in play. Backhand from Khachanov's a good one. And another good one from Khachanov. Now onto his forehand. RUUD's forehand of his own. Forehand down the line from Khachanov. Backhand from RUUD. Backhand cross from Khachanov. Backhand cross again from both men before RUUD tries to go line with the backhand and finds the net. No comfort for Casper. That's all Karen's got to do, right? Just make things uncomfortable for Casper. Make life difficult, and you never know. Here we go. Serve is wide from RUUD. Khachanov will take set 4. Harvey claims. Now we're in play. Backhand to backhand exchange. Khachanov goes line with the backhand. It's a nice backhand. And RUUD's forehand is long. So, love 30 here. Interesting. I don't have good opinions based on tennis facts, just hope. As all good opinions are based on. Who needs facts? Serve down the tees big from RUUD. Follows up with a forehand into out. That forehand just leaves you drooling at times. I was going to say, Harvey, getting a bit ahead of yourself with set 4, but we'll see. We'll see. Objectively, RUUD is the better player. I would tend to agree. That's the point here at 15:30. In play. Backhand from Khachanov. RUUD goes down the line with the forehand. It's a beauty. Now he steps in on that forehand again. In 2 out. Khachanov lofts one. RUUD's going to let it bounce out. Thought that could have just landed in, but no. Did land comfortably out. So we're back to 30 all here. Khachanov unable to capitalise. But again, another big point to come. Fumble fingers, but I think fumble fingers. I like that, but I think Khachanov can take a set. I agree, Harvey. I agree. I'd like to see that as well. In play now, RUUD slices. Khachanov backhands a nice backhand. And forces an error long from RUUD. So, breakpoint Khachanov. We haven't seen one of those in a while. That's right, Harvey. Give the man a set. Give Karen a set. Let's make this interesting. RUUD serves down the tee. Khachanov returns. Decent depth on it. Now both players on their forehands. RUUD goes line with his forehand. Backhand from Khachanov. Forehand from RUUD. Forehand into in again. What a reliable shot that into in forehand has proven. And under pressure, RUUD has delivered the answers. So we're at deuce here. First serve here at deuce. Let. Come on, break point. Well, the first one, sadly, not converted, Jane, but may there be another opportunity? We shall see. RUUD's serve is out wide, and then a superb backhand off the return from Khachanov. Just dispatching it. It's advantage RUUD. Just whips that backhand. Beautiful arc. I think RUUD is slightly more topspin, more margin. Yep, it does. Definitely plays with that topspin, giving him that extra bit of margin. But it seems like he can mix up as well and go a bit flatter when needs be, especially on that backhand. Good backhand from Khachanov return. Then RUUD's backhand is a lofty one, as is Khachanov, which means RUUD swats a forehand, but Khachanov makes it forehand to forehand. Bit of space now for RUUD in the court. Comes in, volleys. Not the best volley, but oh, okay. So I was just about to say, but he doesn't matter because he dispatches the smash. But no, he strikes the net with the smash. So back to deuce. Wasn't the best volley. Wasn't the best lob from Khachanov. But the smash was very poor. The smash was very poor, and he looks in a bit of disbelief as how he's missed that. His team are just very expressive. They know their boy would usually make that smash. Back to deuce. Good serve from RUUD. And Khachanov's backhand goes long. So advantage RUUD. He would have been grateful to see that return go long. RUUD serve. Select. Down the tee with the serve, but long. Down the tee again. RUUD closes and puts it away. So 2-all. Opportunity missed, arguably from KHACHANOV there, but RUUD again delivering when it matters. KHACHANOV shots looked like they were floating. Yeah, very good description. Just looked like they were floating in contrast to RUUD's. So 2-all. 2-all in this third set. KHACHANOV to serve. Bombs down an ace, out wide. Nice. Nice job, Karen. 15 love. Down the tee, another great ace there from Karen KHACHANOV. So 30 love, good serve in here. Needs to keep this up. If he can see out his service games quickly, then build that pressure on RUUD's ones, then we may be in business. Another good serve, and RUUD puts it long, so 40 love. Down the tee with this serve. RUUD gets it back. KHACHANOV on the forehand. Goes down the line. RUUD cross court, clips the net, making it difficult for KHACHANOV, who sends it long. Hits the net and really sped up on him, actually. Changed the direction. He nailed the pull ball kid on the smash. I didn't see that. Dangerous line of work, being a ball kid. KHACHANOV, a good serve, and RUUD finds the net on the return. So a fairly formulaic hold there from KHACHANOV, another fairly formulaic one, which is what we like to see. Efficiency. Again, Jane hitting the nail on the head with her descriptions here. That was an efficient hold of serve from the Russian. Good stuff, Karen. Good stuff. 3-2. Looking a lot more comfortable in this third set than certainly the previous one, and arguably the first set, which was a bit all over the place. Guys, if you don't mind, I'm just going to run to the toilet real quick. I'll be back soon. Alright guys, I'm back. I missed that first point of that latest game. So 15 love to Casper. Big serve from RUUD forehand to forehand rally developing here. Big forehand cross court from Khachanov. Where did that come from? Just a warning sign to Casper RUUD that this match is by no means done and dusted. All here. Serve down the tee from RUUD is very accurate. 30-15 now. First serve out wide, again very accurate. 40-15. So now on the first serve. Second serve to the body of Khachanov, and Khachanov's return hits the net. A bit unlucky that that didn't dribble over. So RUUD holds 3-all. Khachanov takes the opening point in his service game with a good serve, powerful 1-2. Serve into the body of RUUD and forces the error. Good stuff there. 30 love, again, looking more comfy on serve here in this third set, Khachanov. Khachanov goes down the tee, big serve, big ace, and it is 40 love. I don't know about you guys, but I'm enjoying this serving performance in this first set from Khachanov so far. Do not want to speak too soon, though. And another ace from Khachanov down the tee. Fist pump. Come on, Khachanov. Let's make a contest of this. 4-3. 4-3. Now he's got to look for that break at some point. He needs it. Because he's holding his serve comfortably at the moment. But RUUD arguably doing the same. A little more toil on his service games for this set, so maybe a glimmer of hope for Khachanov still. Jane says, yes, hope. Hope indeed. Got to hold on to that hope. Does Karen Khachanov. Ranked 31. Quite some way off RUUD, but with a very impressive run. 3 here. Should I say 3-4? RUUD serves out wide. Khachanov returns. Backhand down the line from RUUD. Khachanov stretches to make a forehand, and he does. RUUD steps in on the forehand and puts it away nicely. Unfortunately, RUUD's fitness is stellar. Yeah, his fitness is remarkable, honestly. I mean, I guess at the age of 23, you'd hope it would be, but still, he just doesn't look like he's breaking a sweat out there at times. Covers the court so well. Serve out wide, Khachanov backhand, but long. So 30 love. Not giving Khachanov a chance in those first 2 points there. Yeah, I've got to say his fitness is probably one of his standout attributes, although he doesn't seem to have many weaknesses at all. Serve out wide from RUUD. Big forehand down the line from RUUD. Now he goes into out. Khachanov backhand. RUUD forehand. Khachanov backhand, RUUD forehand. RUUD slice with real depth. Khachanov forehand. Too much depth, sorry, on that slice. It's gone out. Again, small screen problems. Yeah, who would you guys say, in addition to RUUD, who would you say are, the most, who are the fittest players on tour? Who are those players who you think, wow, fitness is on another level? Who looks like they could just go and play tennis for hours, 10 hours, Down the tee from RUUD. And Khachanov wasteful there on the return. He met it nicely, but strikes the net. So 40-15. Into the body with the serve, and Khachanov misses the return. So RUUD holds 4-all. Just unrelenting from RUUD. Showing no signs of faltering here. Yes, but Khachanov's challenge is not his fitness, it's matching RUUD's level. Like that overhead a while ago. Yeah, I'd say, it does go beyond matching him in terms of fitness. RUUD's level this match has just been too much. But he's at 4-all here. So much more encouraging than the previous set, that's for sure. Goes down the line with the first serve. Nicely done. 15 love. Mind you, I don't dislike RUUD at all. I'm eternally grateful of Khachanov for putting Kyrgios out. He will forever be remembered by Jane as the man who put Kyrgios out the US Open. Because Kyrgios was looking pretty unrelenting. Out wide, first serve, but too wide. Second serve down the tee. RUUD prods it back, but finds the net. 30 love. Alcaraz, Schwartzman. Yeah, I was going to say Schwartzman. But yeah, Alcaraz as well. Oof. That guy. Harvey likes Chapeau. Good out wide serve again from Khachanov. 40 love. Yeah, I agree. Chapeau and Felix Harvey going for the Canadians. Two good picks. Yeah, two good picks. Rublev, if his mind doesn't go first. Yeah, that's the problem. Khachanov misses his first serve. And for Kina's another one. Yeah, for Kina, he could just run for days, couldn't he? Drop shot from Khachanov. RUUD makes it, and then Khachanov covers it, puts away the volley. Great game there from Khachanov. 5-4. Now, the pressure on Casper RUUD. Khachanov 1 game away from taking this third set, albeit on Casper RUUD's serve. But if you don't ask the question, you never know what might happen. So, Kachanov just asking that question. All Energizer bunnies, yeah. Just don't look like they'll ever give up a ball, do they? I also love watching Dimonor just chase down balls, just side to side, up and down. Just rapid. I don't know if you guys ever saw that point. I can't remember where it was, on the grass courts, where chased down, got to the net, and then he like wobbled over the net and managed to avoid touching it. Won the point. That was unbelievable. Anyone remember that? I'll try and reenact it. He's like wobbling over the net. Terrible reenactment. But I was in awe. I was in awe at how he actually won that point. 1 in a million. So 5-4. Kachanov leads in this third set. RUUD on serve. Currently, Kachanov 15 aces, RUUD 7. RUUD without a double fault to his name. First serve, down the tee. Make that 8 aces. Right on cue. Big first serve from Casper RUUD. Oh yes, Dimonor is so sprightly. Yeah, I love watching Dimonor. First serve down the tee. Long. I saw that clip on Tennis TV. Yeah, that's what I saw on Tennis TV as well. It's just, yeah, very memorable. In play now. Forehand from Khachanov, backhand down the line from RUUD. Forehand is too deep, but too deep from Khachanov. Wasteful. So fairly love. Just can't be giving Casper RUUD these 3 points. And you can see the frustration on Khachanov's face. He knows how important it is at this stage. It is to just stay in the rally, not give RUUD those 3 points. RUUD out wide with the first serve. Lob from Khachanov. RUUD makes it. Khachanov at the net. Oh, Karen. I think RUUD completely misjudged Khachanov's lob, but then he did have enough time to make it back. Then Khachanov just not good enough at the net. So lob stays in. RUUD makes it. By the time he's just a bit slow to close the net there, Khachanov gives RUUD the time to recover after his volley. And then Khachanov's volley lets him down again as he finds the net with it. Your reenactment was good too. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very kind. Out wide with the serve. Backhand to backhand rally developing. Oh, super strong backhand from Casper RUUD, but too strong. And Khachanov has got a point in this game, so 15-40. Ugh. Ugh, indeed. So 40-15 here, Casper RUUD. First serve out wide, and then Khachanov finds the net. So game RUUD 5-all here in this third set in the semis at the US Open. Five all. Are we going to another tiebreak, guys? Let me know. Let me know. My kid is not happy about yelling at Miss Volley. There was some good Lego building in progress. I messed up. Oh no. I hope you didn't break your Lego building tennis. Two competing priorities, that's for sure. Don't want to get in the way of a kid and his Legos. That's the truth. Love 15 here on Khachanov's serve. Again, some stylish people in the crowd. Just an observation, but yeah. Backhand to backhand. RUUD's backhand hits the net. Okay, 15 all. Clearly we are. Clearly we are what? I forgot what I said. Sorry, Harvey. First serve is wide from Khachanov. So second serve here. In play, forehand from RUUD. Oh, I believe that's a clip the net, so let. Clearly we are going to a tiebreak. Okay, yep. Hits the net, does RUUD on the return. Okay, so 30-15. Just over to his towel. We can all dress up for the fourth set. Okay, Jane, very confident we're going to the fourth set. I think Casper might have other ideas, but let's see what Karen's got in his locker. He goes out wide with the serve, backhand at a tight angle from RUUD. Oh, that is an unbelievable drop shot from Karen Khachanov. Did not see that coming. Did not know he had that in his locker, to be honest, but what a drop shot. RUUD, no chance. RUUD got a good angle on the backhand, but too short, and then punished with a beautiful drop shot from Karen Khachanov. Look at that. Just floats it. We can be stylish too. $40-30. Hello, Rune. How are you? Enjoying this match? Beautiful. That was beautiful. 40-30. He's got to close this out now. Got to close this out. And all the pressure's on Casper RUUD. Serve is wide. Serve in play. Backhand to backhand. RUUD goes into in forehand, but long. So Khachanov holds 6-5. Pressure on Casper RUUD. How many times have we said that this match? Not many times. But Khachanov has done his job. RUUD going to try and take this to another tiebreak. Like a little rainbow. That drop shot was like a little rainbow. Wrap up this game, Karen. Come on. Wrap it up. Well, he did wrap it up. He got the job done. This tournament needs a fifth set, 10-point tiebreak. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I would not mind it. All or nothing, 10-point tiebreak. Mix it up. But I don't know. Those traditionalists, they would not be happy. Khachanov with a speedy regrip. Have you guys ever seen Gasquet regripping? It's a madness. It's a joke. Speed. I take about 20 minutes to do it. Pretty quick from Khachanov, to be fair. Will that regrip work wonders? Could that be the difference? A swig of squash. Some aerial shots of Flushing Meadows on this Friday evening. Here we go, 5-6 here on the RUUD serve. Down the tee, KHACHANOV makes his return, stretches, and finds a forehand. RUUD backhand hits the net. So early lead for KHACHANOV in this game. Love 15. Always difficult when you're 6-5 down. RUUD serves down the tee. KHACHANOV makes a return. RUUD forehand is massive. KHACHANOV does make it though. Should be a very easy put away for RUUD, and is. So 15 all. Gasquet says he's the best in the world at regripping rackets. That is his claim to fame. Don't know what's better, his backhand or his racket regripping. Second serve here. Long double fault there from RUUD. First of the match, I think. So 15-30. Get your top hat ready. Let's start a fancy fourth set tradition. I wish I had a top hat. No, I'm British, but we do not all have top hats. Out wide with the serve. KHACHANOV, great return on the backhand. RUUD, decent backhand from him. Now on the forehand. That lovely forehand of RUUD's. Working its magic here. Big backhand from RUUD though. Karen with his own backhand. Karen on the forehand now. RUUD runs around it and forehand. KHACHANOV forehand. Can he put it away? Cross court again. RUUD wide with the forehand. RUUD finds the tram lines. Here we go. Suddenly, 2 set points for KHACHANOV. Just like I said, just prolonging those rallies a bit longer now. And he's forced an error from RUUD to set up 2 set points. Well then. Well then. Pressure's on you, Casper RUUD. RUUD, first serve, hits the net. Second serve. Pressure. Second serve is in. KHACHANOV, backhand. RUUD steps in, forehand, hits the net. Set goes to KHACHANOV out of nowhere. Unbelievable stuff from KHACHANOV when it mattered the most. The pressure was on RUUD, and he did crack under it. Couple of errors there. KHACHANOV heads off court. Wow. Wow. Jane, get your top hat ready. Everybody else, get your top hats ready, people. Fourth set, here we come. Do Team Chapo or Wawrinka do their own grips? I think not. Exactly, Harvey. Let's start putting some respect on Gasquet's name. Nice to see some love for Karen in the crowd. I'm watching on mute, sadly, but it did look like they were responding to Karen, that's for sure. Love that. So we're going to a fourth, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere just yet. (7-5). KHACHANOV takes that. Won 85% of first serves, 78% of second serves. Took his 1 out of 2 break points crucially, and offered Casper RUUD 0 break points that set. Just looked a lot more comfortable on serve in that set. An uncharacteristic error from RUUD on that forehand. You know what we were saying before about with that topspin giving him that extra margin? Well, Just a couple errors creeping in on that forehand. Big celebrations from Khachanov and the Khachanov camp. And he's got a foothold in this game. He's got a foothold. Stats up on screen, guys, if you would like to take a look. Jane says, here we go. I can only find a defective hat in the dress-up box. It will have to do. The Karen Army. The Karen Army. How are we feeling? Suddenly we're back in business. Harvey, you did call it. One unforced error. No way. Here we are in play already. Forehand to forehand rally underway. Big forehand down the line from Khachanov, just oozing confidence here and puts it away at the net. Looking like a changed man, Karen Khachanov. This is much more like it. Just a lot of purpose, penetration in his shots at the moment, but let's not get carried away. Here we go, 15 love. Down the tee, good first serve from Khachanov. And that forehand again has got great depth. Goes to the drop shot, but RUUD will easily make it. And it's a good put away from RUUD. Khachanov with no chance. So 15 all. Just not necessarily the right decision with the drop shot there. Khachanov got to the leave, actually. I think he tried to leave it, but it was in. RUUD did need that. Just to show him I'm still here. Big serve down the tee from Khachanov. RUUD's return does land in. Good backhand. Oh, great backhand from Khachanov. Thought he'd gone a bit too big with it, but it does land in. Suddenly just looking much more confident out there. Much more trusting with his shots. He had just clipped in that. First serve's out. Oh, a detective hat. Ah, I got you. I was wondering, what do you mean defective? Was it broken? Second serve's a good one. Finds the net. RUUD does on the return. So Khachanov goes 40-15 up. I used to have this 1940s tennis sweater. It's a throwback garment, if ever I've heard of one. Describe it to me. What is it? Sort of a cream color? First serve hits the net. Second serve in play. Comes to the net. Serves the volley for the second serve. RUUD easy put away on the backhand though. Just not enough on that volley. Allowing RUUD the time to really pick his spot. Just not enough on that volley. Just asking RUUD really to put it away. And RUUD says, thank you very much. James says, that's the spirit, Harvey. Harvey knows what he's doing, doesn't he? Serve out wide from Khachanov, but then drags his forehand wide, so we're at deuce. Just as I said, Mr. Khachanov was looking comfortable and confident out there. He's allowed RUUD back into this game. Not ideal. Deuce here on the Khachanov serve. Backhand from Khachanov. Superb backhand down the line from RUUD to open up break point. Khachanov fans must not be happy with that. What a backhand from RUUD though. Khachanov exclaims to his team. Break point opportunity then. Just as Khachanov was looking like he was grabbing this game by the scruff of its neck. In play now, RUUD forehand. Backhand from Khachanov. RUUD forehand again. Backhand from Khachanov. RUUD forehand hits the net. Forehand lets him down again there, and Khachanov saves break points. Couple of Norwegian flags in the crowd. Good support for Casper RUUD. So back to deuce here. Down the tee with the serve but long. In play now. Forehand from Khachanov is long. Break point number 2 for Casper RUUD. Can he take this one? Khachanov needs his serve to bail him out here. It's a good one. Yep, his serve does bail him out, as RUUD can only push the forehand return long. So deuce number 3. Great serve from Khachanov out wide. Advantage, Karen. Great serve there. A big serving when it matters the most. Here we go. I was just trying to adjust my setup a bit. Serve wide from Khachanov. So second serve here. In play now. Slice drop shot from Karen is not good enough, and RUUD will put those away every day of the week. Not great. Not great from Karen there. I think he got a bit ahead of himself after that great drop shot earlier on. Now he's put 2 really poor ones. I don't know whether he's needing to resort to the drop shot, to be honest. Good serve down the line though, and RUUD finds the net with the return, so advantage to Khachanov again. Yeah, I just don't know if he's needing to the drop shot to break up RUUD's rhythm, to be honest. I think he's dealing with the back of the court exchanges relatively well here. Goes wide with the first serve. Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, don't know if he needs a drop shot. In play now, and RUUD sends a forehand long, so Khachanov gets a big hold there when it looked in danger. So 1-love Khachanov. I said we're too early. Big hold, big hold. Khachanov. So what has RUUD got in response there? We'll feel like he missed the trick a little bit that game with the break point opportunity. Guys, plenty of you in the stream at the moment. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're enjoying this semi-final as much as I am, got Alcaraz and TFO up next. Going to be massive. The job's not done here. RUUD. Unbelievable slice. It gets a load of depth. Smashes. Khachanov forehand. Dinked by RUUD. Beautiful points from Casper RUUD. Just dinked over the net. Jane's got to make dinner, but we'll be listening. Appreciate the commitment, Jane. Love that from you. expert multitasking. Here we go. Down the line from RUUD, but too long. Second serve lands in. KHACHANOV backhand. RUUD, massive forehand down the line. But KHACHANOV makes it massive forehand again from RUUD. This is huge hitting. Surely he puts it away. Yes, he does. Third time's the charm. Two absolutely wham forehands. And then an easy forehand put away cross court. So RUUD goes up 30 love. Big serve. KHACHANOV does return. RUUD finds a net with his slice drop shot. So we are at 30-15. Backhand unforced errors. Am I reading that correct? 15 from RUUD compared to 4 from KHACHANOV. Did I read that correctly? RUUD down the tee with a serve. KHACHANOV can't do much with it at all. So 40-15, 2 game points here for Casper RUUD. RUUD out wide with the serve. KHACHANOV goes long with the return. So RUUD holds quite comfortably there. And we're at 1-1 in this fourth set. RUUD will be very happy with that after the disappointment of losing that fourth. KHACHANOV misses his first serve. Second serve in play. And RUUD sticks a forehand right into the back of the court. Forces the error from KHACHANOV. So love 15 here. Obviously, don't miss the fifth set tiebreak. KHACHANOV serves down the tee. RUUD prods back a forehand return. KHACHANOV forehand. RUUD forehand swats it down the line. Now he's in. Puts away the forehand. KHACHANOV makes the backhand though. And RUUD delivers with that volley. A trusty volley. I think I ruled out any chance of KHACHANOV actually making that backhand. He made it quite easily, but it did mean RUUD had a relatively easy volley by his standards. So love 30, KHACHANOV under a bit of pressure here. Down the tee, big serve from KHACHANOV. Now he's with the backhand. RUUD forehand sends it long. So important point to win there from KHACHANOV. Serve bailing him out there a bit. 15-30. Of course, KHACHANOV, not the most coordinated outfit. Serves long. He's got a white hat, a pink and burgundy top, navy shorts, and then, I don't know, black shoes, navy shoes. Be all over the shop, but his tennis is more important here. Don't get any points for your outfit. Here we are in play. RUUD forehand, KHACHANOV forehand. RUUD on the forehand as well. KHACHANOV moves on to the backhand but finds the net. So that opens up 2 break points here for the Norwegian. world number 7, and potentially soon to be world number 1. 2 break points. Uh-oh. Neither man, remember, has made it past round 3 before, but one of these men will be a US Open finalist by the end of this match. KHACHANOV forehand serves down the tee, comes in on the forehand. RUUD with the lob. It's a difficult one for KHACHANOV. He's forced right back into the court to reset the point. RUUD now steps into it, the forehand. Training forehand blows down the middle of the court. KHACHANOV backhand. RUUD slice. KHACHANOV backhand down the line. RUUD with a big forehand. KHACHANOV with a massive forehand. RUUD with an even bigger forehand. Oh my word. Casper RUUD. Oh my word. The forehand's just got bigger and bigger and bigger. Oh, take a bow, son. Take a bow. That is unreal. Forehand down the line to perfection from Casper RUUD. So he gets that break in this 4th set. Responded well to the disappointment of losing that 3rd set. So KHACHANOV went backhand line. Bit short, so RUUD really stepped onto it nicely. Whipped a forehand wide. His was pretty short too, allowing KHACHANOV to basically play the same shot. But RUUD ran onto it and then just met it perfectly and arched away from KHACHANOV, who had absolutely no chance. Special forehand on the run from Casper. That is how you seal a break in style. And he jumps for joy. Casper RUUD taking charge early in this 4th set. KHACHANOV fans, just as it looked like, we're right back into it. RUUD stamped his authority on this match once again. He wants this done. He wants this done in 4. RUUD serves. Out wide, KHACHANOV returns. But the serve was wide. RUUD wide with his first serve opportunity. Goes into the body and KHACHANOV fires a backhand return long. RUUD hits the net and goes long with that first serve. KHACHANOV with a backhand return. RUUD wild backhand. So 15-all. 15-all here. RUUD's first serve goes wide. Second serve out wide as well. KHACHANOV forced wide and sends a return well wide. Looks up to the heavens and lets out a bit of a cry. Not going to be happy with that one. So RUUD takes the lead in this game, 30-15. Guys, let me know who's going to win the match after this. Who's going to win the Alcaraz Tiafo match? Like both of them, so tough one to call for me. It goes Khachanov with the backhand. And again, Long with the backhand though, so 40-15 RUUD. Chance to consolidate that break and go 3-1 up. RUUD's first serve. Big ace out wide. Oh my word, he sent that into Brooklyn. What a serve. 3-1. Casper RUUD. Confident, very confident and composed hold of serve there by Casper RUUD. And he grabs this fourth set by the scruff of its neck. Khachanov serve, forehand from Khachanov, RUUD backhand. RUUD forehand now is long. So unforced errors creeping in from both players here. And we're at 15 love. Just feel like Khachanov has not been in front enough in this match, other than in that previous set. And look what happened. 15 all. Poor forehand from Khachanov there. Yeah, I just think scoreboard pressure is a real thing, guys, and Khachanov hasn't really had that, whereas RUUD has had it, and it's telling in really the current state of this match. Khachanov forehand, RUUD slice forehand, inviting Khachanov in. He's almost baited. He's almost laid a trap for Khachanov, who's come in and then sent a forehand wide again. Just inviting him in, and Khachanov just not set himself for that forehand, really. So 15-30. First serve is wide from Khachanov. Times like this where he needs to be making his first serve. He gets his second in. RUUD with the forehand. Khachanov with the forehand. RUUD again with a forehand. Forehand down the line. Effort from Khachanov, but it finds the net. And it is 2 more break points for Casper RUUD here. Khachanov just falling apart a bit here in this fourth set. And if RUUD converts these, well, you have to think it could be good night for Karen Khachanov. His team just trying to lift him a bit, but some glum faces, to be honest. Khachanov, first serve, long. First serve percentage dropping a bit here. Second serve, in. RUUD, forehand, long. Okay, so RUUD basically just giving Khachanov a bit of a freebie there. But you've got to take it if you're Khachanov. 30-40, so he saved 1 break point. Can he save the second? You'd like to hope so if you are a Karen Khachanov fan. Big serve. Khachanov. RUUD sends the return long. Deuce. Is the host smashed the H2O bottle if someone win? For a tip, I'll smash the H2O bottle. I'll probably wake up everyone and face the repercussions, but it'll be worth it. Volley from Khachanov. Volley again from Khachanov. Good stuff. Advantage. Good stuff at the net this time from Khachanov. Great stuff from Karen, just to impose himself really at the net there. With real conviction. A couple of times previously, just not looking comfortable, but they looked composed and confident. Good return from RUUD though on this point. Slice from Khachanov. Now RUUD's in the net, goes into out. Khachanov finds the net on the backhand, stretching. So at deuce here. Such an important game, this. Such an important game. You do feel that if Khachanov loses this, it's going to race away from him. But if he can get it, he's right back into it. Good first serve. Now he's on his forehand. Goes out wide. Forehand again from Khachanov. This time goes down the line and it sails long. Advantage RUUD. Great point for the 23-year-old Norwegian. Conqueror of Berrettini in the previous round, Mute before that, Tommy Poole, Van Richthoven and Carl Edmund. All fell in the path of Casper RUUD, and will Karen Khachanov be next? Big serve from Karen. Forehand from RUUD. Forehand slice from Khachanov. RUUD steps into the court. Big forehand from RUUD. Khachanov does make it. Is it going to land in? It does land in. Smash from RUUD. Not the best, but it's good enough. It is good enough. RUUD gets the double break. And it is 4-1 to the Norwegian. He's just refocused really, and he's not looked to have been affected by losing that third set like I thought he might have been. But we know he's a gritty, mentally strong player, and he's showing exactly that in this semi-final. There's a fantastic habit of making his opponent play that extra ball, that extra shot. And he's just got all the tools when it comes to volleying, slicing, drop shots, forehand and backhand. It's just phenomenal stuff at times from Casper RUUD. A big roar from him because he knows how important that is. He smells blood. He sniffs the final. Guys, quite a few of you in the stream. As we pass the 3-hour mark, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to Quality Shot if you're enjoying this live stream and the coverage of this US Open semi-final. Let me know as well any predictions for the match following this one. Okay, RUUD to serve. He smells the final. Deep breath. 4-1 here. Serves out wide. Follows up with the forehand. It's a net and goes long. Okay. Love 15. On the tee with the first serve. Steps in on the forehand. Puts it nice and wide. Covers the net. Ooh, stretches long on the volley. Uncharacteristic error at the net from Casper RUUD. Probably not the best approach shot. Just giving Khachanov a chance to put a bit of pace on that. And arrow it towards the RUUD. So not the most comfortable volley. And he sends it wide. So love 30 here. Little opportunity. Potentially for Khachanov. Massive point here. RUUD on a second serve here. Goes into the body of Khachanov. Backhand from Khachanov. Forehand from RUUD. Backhand from Khachanov. Backhand from RUUD. Big backhand. Cutting the angle is Khachanov. Then with the forehand is a good one. Steps in a bit more with the forehand. It's decent. Oh, no. It's not decent. Oh, it's gone long. The stadium will be rocking as only NYC can. Yeah, the atmosphere is different in New York. For a serve is a good one from RUUD. Big backhand as well. Follows it up beautifully. What a 1-2 combo that is. 30 all. We're back to all square in this game. Prediction. Don't forget us when you become governor host. Don't forget. I will never forget you guys. Don't worry. 50th winner that is for Casper RUUD. The half century. So 30 all. First serve from RUUD is booming. And that's an ace. That is a 10th ace of the match for Casper RUUD. Warm applause from his team, and we are at 40-30 now. Game point. Goes into the body with the first serve, and Khachanov struggles to deal with it. Finds the net. 5-1 Casper RUUD. We might have to start the car, ladies and gentlemen, because Casper RUUD is inching closer and closer to the US Open final. And KHACHANOV, well, as we said, can be proud of his run, but he may have met his match in the form of the Norwegian here. Khachanov serves out wide. RUUD prods back a return. Backhand from Khachanov into the net. RUUD passes superbly. He's got that banana, that whip. He missed one before, which I hoped he'd get, but he's got that one. He's nailed it. Not a bad volley from Khachanov, but I think that's what they teach the Rafa Nadal Academy, right? That absolute looping forehand. The curl. 15 all hit. Good serve from Khachanov. That's one for the highlight reel, that forehand from Casper RUUD. Khachanov goes long with the first serve, so shall be a second serve. And with that, he goes to the body of RUUD, who runs around it quite effectively. Now RUUD's on his backhand. Brilliant backhand down the line from Khachanov, that one. 30 all. Just came onto it nicely. Gave RUUD no chance. RUUD, see, that's probably one of a few criticisms of RUUD. Sometimes his backhand can be a bit floaty and very much just a bit too pedestrian at times, but his backhand today hasn't been like that. But that was just one of his sort of older backhands, if you could put it that way. And Khachanov dealt with it very easily. Good serve again, so 40-15 Khachanov. Some good serve in this game from him as he looks to close this game out. And he does so with it an ace. 16th of the match down the tee. Good stuff from Khachanov. So he's perhaps prolonging the inevitable here as RUUD leads by 5-2 in this fourth set. Guys, if you are enjoying this, please remember to hit that like button, comment and subscribe if you have not already. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you're already subscribed to the channel, and if so, how long have you been subscribed? Have you just joined us during this US Open period, or have you been there from day one? How long have you been subscribed to Quality Shot? Casper the Friendly Ghost. So, as we perhaps near the end of this match, Casper RUUD will look to serve it out against KHACHANOV. He's played a very solid game today. Comfortable in all areas of the court. Served well. Just has to see it out now. And he will be a US Open finalist for the very first time. First serve is in, and KHACHANOV finds the net with the return. So, good start to this game from Casper the Friendly Ghost. Here at 15 love, RUUD goes down the tee with the first serve. It's a good one. Now he's on his forehand. KHACHANOV with his forehand is a loopy one. RUUD replies with the forehand, as does KHACHANOV, trading blows, forehand cross court here before. KHACHANOV goes down the middle. Backhand from both men. KHACHANOV with the forehand, RUUD with the forehand. RUUD goes forehand down the line. Prodded back by KHACHANOV, prodded back and prodded long. So 30 love here. Just what the doctor ordered if you're a Casper RUUD. 15-shot rally, that one. So 2 points away from victory here, Casper RUUD. First serve sails long. Second serve in, forehand to forehand. KHACHANOV using backhand now, as does RUUD. Forehand out wide from KHACHANOV is too wide, and he has given Casper RUUD 3 match points. The 23-year-old is nearly there. 3 match points, Casper RUUD on Arthur Ashe for a place at the US Open final against either Francis Tiafoe or Carlos Alcaraz. Here we go. Big serve down the tee. Prodded back by KHACHANOV. Forehand from both men. Backhand from KHACHANOV now. Forehand cross court from RUUD is big. Forehand again cross court is big from RUUD. Can he finish it? Drop shot. KHACHANOV gets there. No, he doesn't. What a beautiful way to end it from Casper RUUD as he takes this match 7-6, 6-2, 5-7, 6-2. Just had too much for Karen KHACHANOV. What a performance from the young man. Just looks to be getting better and better. It is his second Grand Slam final of the year after he made the French final and lost out to Rafa Nadal there, but he has a second chance. He has a second chance, and he will go on to face either Francis Tiafoe or Carlos Alcaraz. Either way, we will have a new Grand Slam champion. And Karen KHACHANOV, spare a thought for him, did brilliantly in that third set to get back to 2-1. I thought he played some superb tennis at 6-5 up. But fourth set, it just seemed like he ran out of juice, and Casper RUUD just continued with his you know, he had his game, he stuck to it, and fully deserved that win. Fully deserved that win. A couple comments from you guys. We've got Casper RUUD, more like Casper Dude. He is doing good. Casper Dude, what a dude. Just so chill on the court as well. He's just ice cold. Lovely shot to finish, Jerome. Yep, that was a beautiful drop shot to finish. Such is the confidence that the kid has at the moment. Thumbs up. Ash, ever been to a Russian tea room? I have actually once. Yeah, I went to Moscow and St. Petersburg a couple of years back. I didn't see Karen Hatchanov there, but it was still a good time. So guys, please, if you enjoyed that stream, please do hit that like button. It really does mean a lot. I hope you enjoyed sitting along and listening with me. Thank you all so much for tuning in. For those who commented, really enjoyed that. Casper RUUD is the first man in our final, our US Open final 2022. Quality Shot will be bringing you a live stream of the Tiafoe versus Alcaraz match. Fazan's going to be running that one. So big high hopes for that match. That could be a classic. Definitely going to be tuning into that because two superb, exciting tennis players, as Casper RUUD is as well. Quite a quiet bloke, little diminutive, but you cannot deny he's got some personality on the tennis court, and he is a joy to watch at times. Obviously, it's good work. Thank you, Harvey. Really appreciate all your comments throughout this live stream. I hope you enjoyed. Some real great insight from everyone on this live stream and some cracking banter, as always, which I greatly appreciate. 3 hours of good fun. Thank you, Jane. Hope you enjoyed. Casper's just signing some tennis balls to give to the crowd. And he's got to get rested up for the final, which I'm already excited about, regardless of who joins him in the final. Super excited for that one. And I can't remember who mentioned it a while back, but someone said, whatever happens, Khachanov can be proud of this tournament. I think he can. I didn't know too much about him going forward. Like someone else said, right, he was almost the kind of third Russian behind Medvedev, Rublev, and even Karatsev, arguably a bit more got a bit more popularity. But he played a fantastic tournament and showed his quality today. Definitely didn't have enough to take the win, but showed at moments why he is a top player and why he can't push much higher in the rankings. So a lot of positives to take for Khachanov, beating the likes of PCB, Jack Draper, of course, Kyrgios, and I think most of all, right, he didn't actually win a game, a match without dropping a set, but he showed a lot of fight, shown a lot of grit and determination, and you have to credit him a lot. And then as for Casper RUUD, well, the sky is the limit really for him at age 23. I know I mentioned that a lot, but he is still very young, but doesn't play like it. And he plays like he's played a million majors before, and very much deserving of his place in the final of this 2022 US Open. So guys, I am going to wrap things up there, but for those who are keen, please do join us back again here on Quality Shot very soon for the next semi-final between Alcaraz and Tiafoe. And should be some streams of the women's matches tomorrow as well. So please do come back. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you very, very soon. Thanks, guys.